జయము జయము విశ్వర్షి, జయము జయము సాధకవర, జయము జయము విశ్వర్షి, జయము జయము సాధకవర, జయము జయము విశ్వర్షి, జయము జయము సాధకవర.
నేను కలకంటాను కలనా, రేపు కను పాపల దోగాడుతుంది. నేను కలకంటాను కలనా, రేపు కను పాపల దోగాడుతుంది. రేపటి వాస్తవం కదలాడుతుంది. ఆత్మ కళ్ళల్లో కొలువు తీరుతుంది. వెలుతురు వేళ నన్ను వదలని ఆత్మ. రాత్రైతే చాలు నా కలలను చేరుతుంది. రాత్రైతే చాలు నా కలలను చేరుతుంది. కమ్మని నిజంలా మనసున నిక్షిప్తమవుతుంది. జీవనయానానికి ఆలంబనగా స్థిరమవుతుంది. జీవనయానానికి ఆలంబనగా స్థిరమవుతుంది. నేను కలకంటాను కలనా, కాలమానానికి కల కొమ్మెచ్చి అవుతుంది. కాలమానానికి కల కొమ్మచ్చి అవుతుంది. ఆత్మసిద్ధికి కాల జ్ఞానం తోడవుతుంది. కాలమానానికి కల కొమ్మచ్చి అవుతుంది. ఆత్మసిద్ధికి కాల జ్ఞానం తోడవుతుంది. స్వప్నానికి సాధన చేరుతుంది. స్వప్నానికి సాధన చేరువవుతుంది. భూమి పొరల దాగిన విత్తు కలకలన కొమ్మ కొమ్మవుతుంది. భూమి పొరల దాగిన విత్తు కలకలన కొమ్మ కొమ్మవుతుంది. కల ప్రిదిలే వేళ పరవశమవుతుంది. స్వప్నంలోని సుగంధం కల ప్రిదిలే వేళ పరిమళమవుతుంది. స్వప్నములోని సుగంధం సుప్రభాత వేళ పరవాసన అవుతుంది. పాలరేగల పరవశమవుతుంది. కాంతి పరాగా సుమసొగసవుతుంది. కాంతి పరాగా సుమసొగసవుతుంది. ప్రత్యూషాన ప్రత్యూషాన విత్తును జల బిందువులతో సృజిస్తుంటే. ప్రత్యూషాన విత్తును జల బిందువులతో స్పృశిస్తుంటే. గర్భాలయం నుండి పలకరించింది రేపటి శిశువుకు పిండమై. గర్భాలయము నుండి పలకరించింది రేపటి శిశువును పిండమై. పిండమై ధ్యానమగ్నమైన వేళ, ధ్యానమగ్నమైన వేళ మొక్కగా పరిణమించే దశలను నిలిపింది. నా ఆత్మవాకిట ప్రకృతి బింబంలా మొక్కగా పరిణమించే దశలను నిలిపింది. నా ఆత్మవాకిట ప్రకృతి బింబంలా, ప్రకృతి బింబంలా.
మాస్టర్స్ నమస్కారం. మాస్టర్స్ కాన్షియస్నెస్, మాస్టర్స్ బ్లెస్సింగ్స్.
మాస్టర్ సివివి నమస్కారం. మాస్టర్ శార్వరి నమస్కారం. విశ్వర్షి నమస్కారం. మాకు ఈ ప్రాపంచిక జీవనంలో, యోగ సాధనా జీవితంలో ప్రతి మలుపులోనూ మార్గదర్శనం చేస్తూ ఆత్మవిశ్వాసాన్ని మాలో పాదుకునేలా చేస్తున్న విశ్వర్షి గురువు గారి సాహిత్య జైత్రయాత్రలో మాతో వెన్నంటి వస్తున్న మాస్టర్ యోగ సాధకులకు, రసజ్ఞులైన సాహితీమూర్తులకు, పరిశోధకులకు, సద్విమర్శకులకు మా యోగాలయ రీసెర్చ్ సెంటర్ తరఫున, సదస్సుల ఆహ్వాన సంఘం తరఫున హృదయపూర్వక నమస్కారాలు. మా గురువుగారు విశ్వర్షి వాసిలి అభిమానులైన మీకు ఈ అంతర్జాల వేదిక తరఫున మరోమారు స్వాగతం పలుకుతున్నాము. గురువు గారిని ఈ అంతర్జాల వేదికను అలంకరించి ఆశీర్వదించవలసిందిగా వారికి మా ఆహ్వానం. నమస్సుమాంజలి. 100 రోజుల అంతర్జాతీయ అంతర్జాల సదస్సులు విజయవంతంగా సాగటానికి 9 కమిటీలుగా విభజించడం జరిగింది. వాటిలో ఒకటి ఫినాన్స్ కమిటీ. దాని నిర్వాహక సభ్యులు శ్రీ కె దివాకర్ గారు, విశాఖపట్నం; శ్రీ డి విజయ్ భాస్కర్, కొలరాడో; శ్రీమతి మాలతి, బెంగళూరు; శ్రీ సుబ్బారావు, నంద్యాల. నిన్నటి పత్ర సమర్పణ పైన గురువు గారి సంక్షిప్తి. లేనిది రావటం, కానిది పోవటం యోగం. ఐక్యత యోగం. దేహక్షేత్రం నుంచి విశ్వక్షేత్రానికి ప్రయాణం యోగం అంటూ శ్రీ గోలి లక్ష్మయ్య గారు తమ ప్రసంగాన్ని ప్రారంభించి, జీవన విధానాన్ని నేర్పేవాడు గురువు. కోరుకుంటూ నిరీక్షిస్తూ కావాలి కావాలి అని తపిస్తుంటే ఎదురు వచ్చేవాడు గురువు అంటూ విశ్వర్షి వాసిలి గురుతత్వ దర్శనం వైపు తమ అక్షర దర్శనంతో, ఆత్మ దర్శనంతో, గురు దర్శనంతో ప్రేక్షకుల్ని, వీక్షకుల్ని, శ్రోతల్ని దర్శింపచేసే ప్రసంగం కొనసాగించారు. వారి పత్ర సమర్పణలో కొన్ని వాగ్దర్శనాలు. గురు దగ్గర ఉండటం వేరు, గురు తత్వాన్ని దర్శించటం వేరు. ప్రతి క్షణం మన దగ్గర ఉండి నడిపించేవాడు గురువు. మన మానసిక క్షేత్రాలను, హృదయ క్షేత్రాలను ఆత్మక్షేత్రాలుగా సంపన్నం చేసేవాడు గురువు. మన జీవన యోగాన్ని సహస్రారానికి చేర్చేవాడు గురువు. అటువంటి గురువు మన విశ్వర్షి వాసిలి. తమ పుస్తకాల ద్వారా మాటలు రాని స్థితికి చేర్చేవారు విశ్వర్షి. వారి వికసన గ్రంథాలు అని 10% లౌకికాలు, 90% అలౌకికాలు. మనకు మనమే మిత్రులం. గురు దర్శనం అయితే తప్ప మనకు మనమే మిత్రులం కాలేం. మనలోని శత్రువులను మిత్రులుగా చేసుకోవాలి. అలా మనలోని శత్రువులను మిత్రులుగా పరిణమింపచేసేవాడు గురువు. అంటే మన ఆత్మను మనకు పట్టి ఇచ్చేవాడు గురువు. మనల్ని మనకు అందించేవాడు గురువు. రెటీనాపై గురువును నిలుపుకోగలిగితే గురువుతో మనం ఉన్నట్లే. ఆత్మ జ్ఞానాన్ని అందించి విశ్వ జ్ఞానాన్ని మనలో నిలిపేవాడు గురువు. గురువు భాష దైవత్వ భాష, దివ్య భాష. వృత్తి, ప్రవృత్తి, ప్రకృతులను దాటించేవాడు గురువు. విశ్వకృతిలో భాగస్వామిని చేసేవాడు గురువు. మానసిక దౌర్బల్యాన్ని తీసివేసేవాడు గురువు. మానసిక ప్రాంగణంలో దివ్యాగ్ని రాజిల్ల చేసేవాడు గురువు. గురువే దివ్యుడు. ప్రేమ అంటే దైనందిన జీవితంలో మనం అనుకునే అనురాగం కాదు. సమవర్తనంతో వ్యవహరించటం ప్రేమ. ఆత్మ సంస్కారం కలవారిది ప్రేమ. మనం మంచి మనుషులం కావాలి, మంచి మనస్కులం కావాలి. గురు సమక్షంలో, గురు తత్వ దర్శనంతో ఇది సాధ్యం. ఎన్ని తీర్థాలలో మునకలేసినా, ఎన్ని దేవాలయాలను దర్శించినా, ఎన్ని దాన ధర్మాలు చేసినా లభించనిది సద్గురువు బోధనతో ఆ బోధనను ఆచరణలో పెట్టడం వల్ల లభిస్తుంది. గ్రహాల ఆగ్రహాల నుండి మనల్ని తప్పించేవాడు గురువు. కృష్ణుడి బోధనను విని ఆచరణలో పెట్టగలిగాడు అర్జునుడు. అందుకే విజయుడయ్యాడు. మనము విశ్వర్షి గురువు గారి మహాబోధను ఆత్మకు చేర్చుకుని ఆచరణ పద్ధగాములం కాగలిగితే మనలోని ప్రతి ఒక్కరం విజయులమే. ఆత్మగీతలోని శీర్షికల అంతర్దర్శనంతో గురుతత్వాన్ని, మానవ తత్వాన్ని వెలికి తీసిన అంతర్మదనం శ్రీ గోలి లక్ష్మయ్య గారి ప్రసంగం. బాలగారి స్పందన. లక్ష్మయ్య గారు ప్రసంగంలో ఆత్మగీత, గురుతత్వం గురించి వివరిస్తూ వారి అనుభవాన్ని చాలా బాగా జోడించి చెప్పారు. శేషగిరిరావు గారి స్పందన. గంటన్నర పాటు జరిగిన లక్ష్మయ్య గారి ప్రసంగం యోగం, గురువు, ప్రేమ, సాధన, సత్యం, ధర్మం అంటే ఏమిటి అని వివరిస్తూ గురువు గారి ఉపదేశాన్ని మానసిక నిగ్రహంతోనే ప్రయాణించాలి అంటూ గురు దర్శనం గురించి చాలా విపులంగా ప్రసంగం అంతా నిండిపోయింది. ఇంకా గురువు గారి రచనలు ఒక్కసారి చదివితే అర్థమయ్యేవి కావు అన్నారు. నా అనుభవం కూడా అదే. ఆత్మగీతలోని విషయాలను తన అనుభవాలతో జోడించి సరళమైన భాషలో చక్కగా చెప్పారు. అమర్నాథ్ నాయుడు గారి స్పందన. లక్ష్మయ్య గారి ప్రసంగం గంగా ప్రవాహంలా సాగింది. ఆత్మగీత, గురుతత్వం, సాధకుడు ఎలా ఉండాలి, విశ్వ తీర్థానికి ప్రయాణం యోగమంటూ విశ్వర్షి వాసిలి గురుతత్వ దర్శనం ఎలా చేయాలో వివరించారు. స్వరాజ్య భారతి గారి స్పందన. శ్రీ గోలి లక్ష్మయ్య గారు తమ ప్రసంగంతో గురుతత్వ విశ్వరూప సందర్శనం గావించారు. వారి గురుభక్తికి తార్కాణం లా అనిపించింది వారి ప్రసంగం. గురుతత్వాన్ని గ్రహించిన వారు ఇతరత్రా దేనికోసం ప్రయత్నించరు. గురువులో దైవత్వాన్ని, దివ్యత్వాన్ని చూడగలిగితే అదే గురుదర్శనం. అతీంద్రియ ప్రజ్ఞను భౌతిక శరీరంలో స్థిరపరచటం ఒక్క గురువుకే సాధ్యం. గురుతత్వాన్ని గ్రహించడం కూడా పూర్వజన్మ ఫలితం అంటారు. నేను నిత్య సంఘర్షణ నుండి బయటపడగలుగుతున్నాను అంటే నాకు గురుదర్శన భాగ్యం కలిగింది అని అంటారు గోలి లక్ష్మయ్య గారు. నా గురువు విశ్వర్షి నాలో నిండిపోయారు. ఆయనే నేను, నేనే ఆయన అంటూ తన్మయత్వంతో చెప్పారు. సోమంచి సుబ్బలక్ష్మి గారి స్పందన. గోలి లక్ష్మయ్య గారి ప్రసంగం జరిలో గురుదర్శనం కలిగించారు. అంతర్ముఖంగా గురుదర్శనం అనుభూతిని పొందగలిగాము. స్వయం ప్రతిభతో, స్వయం ప్రతిపత్తితో గ్రహించేదే ఆత్మజ్ఞానం. అన్కండిషనల్ ప్రేమ సాధించవలసిన అవసరం బాగా వివరించారు. ఒకటేమిటి, గురు అనుగ్రహం సాధిస్తే అన్నీ అలవోకగా వస్తాయని నొక్కి వక్కానించడం హృదయానికి ఆకట్టుకుంది. మంచి విత్తనాలు హృదయ క్షేత్రంలో వేసినందుకు లక్ష్మయ్య గారికి మా ఆత్మ వందనాలు. ఇక నేటి ప్రసంగం గురించి. ద రిలేషన్షిప్ బిట్వీన్ మాస్టర్ అండ్ మీడియం is one of the most beautiful and most sacred relationships. In sharing his wisdom with his medium, the master discovers even more wisdom to share. Let each man take the path according to his capacity, understanding, and temperament. His true guru will meet him along that path. Let no man in the world live in diffusion. Without a guru, none can cross over to the other shore. No one and nothing outside of you can give you salvation or free you from the misery. You have to light your own lamp. You have to know the miniature universe that you yourself are. You are your own guru. You are your own soul. You are powerful. These are some quotes of our masters. Listen them, follow them, find your own way. Now yourself transcends into universal spirit. Here stands Yogaalaya for you. Yogaalaya and its masters reveals the yogic universe to you. Today, Mrs. Malathi and Mr. Ambu, the software engineers from Bangalore, will reveal their experiences with Yogaalaya, and their children will spell out the winning secrets. Their presentation is 80th one of the ongoing 108 days VISWARSHI VAASILI Aksharakshara Prasthanam. Malathi took initiation on March 2012. Malathi is working as a software engineer in Bangalore. Ambu took initiation on 26th May 2017. Arun and Amutha are studying 9th grade and are 14 years. So we welcome the entire family, and today is the session. Whole family is going to present the paper in our 108 days presentations. So we welcome Malathi and family to the dais. Over to Malathi.
Masters Namaskaram. Namaskaram Guruji. Andariki Namaskaram. I would like to share our experiences with our Guruji and Yogaalaya in today's webinar. Guruji initiated me on March 2022. March 2012. I feel blessed to come into Master Yoga and Yogaalaya, and I would like to share my experiences with our Guruji and Yogaalaya. I would like to share on the below aspects, personalities of our Guruji and Guruji's blessings on my treatment or working in my yoga journey, and changes in life, transformation and spiritual research. And I also want to share experiences with Yogaalaya and our yoga friends in today's webinar session. I would like to mention that most four personalities of our Guruji that inspired me: pure love, discipline, truthfulness and transparency, independency. Pure love. Guruji loves everyone, and we all become blissful with our Guruji's love. Guruji once mentions about pure love principle. So, what is pure love principle? In one of the conferences evening talk, Guruji told us to practice pure love principle and extend the pure love circle. And I understood it in this way. Love your parents, siblings, spouse, and children. Truly, that's the first circle. Love your friends, colleagues, relatives, and whom you work on daily basis. Second circle. Love everyone truly, however they may be. Third circle. So, we need to extend our love circle. Always, we should love everyone. One who starts practicing pure love will be out of hatred and jealousness. And we see ourselves in ourselves. That's Master CVV. Discipline. Coming to Yogaalaya means one's life is becoming disciplined and transcendent. Discipline comes from our Master Sarvari and Mother Yamini. I've heard that Master Sarvari is particular about discipline in prayer practices from early days of our Guruji's childhood days. And Guruji is asked to complete his prayer practices on weekends or any festival days or functions, and there is no holidays for prayers. And this is the discipline that is imbibed in all of our yoga members. In Yogaalaya, every activity runs with the discipline, whether it is prayer or even any other activities like serving breakfast or lunch and etc. Everyone assembles in prayer hall at sharp time, and Guruji makes sure that no phones are with any mediums, and there is a pin drop silence and the prayer starts. Guruji's discipline and perfection on all work, whether it's prayer sessions, book writings, or drawings in the books, journal writings for any forums or papers, and sending responses to mediums. Show us how one has to be disciplined and be perfect in whatever work we are doing. Guruji is also strict about the dress code so that everyone feels the same and there is no difference. Discipline leads to perfection and transformation. Truthfulness and transparency. Guruji says, truthfulness and transparency is important for spiritual growth. My understanding on truthfulness and transparency is below. Truthfulness means one has to be true to his or herself. Transparency means one has to show his or her true self transparently without hiding anything. When one can become transparent? Only when one's true self has become pure, one can become transparent. Otherwise, one will tend to hide some of his or herself. How one can become transparent? When our thoughts are pure and truthful, we become transparent. Prayer or meditation is the only way to become transparent, where our Guru throws away once all negativity. We should not stop our practice or become afraid of our thoughts or any negativity, but we just have to continue our practices. When our desire is stronger to become transparent, we become transparent with our Guruji's blessings. I think this becoming transparent is the purification process. I also think some transparency to achieve may take many rebirths needed, but we are blessed in this birth itself with our Guruji to come out of all our negativity. From yesterday's webinar session of Goli Lakshmiya Garu, with my limited knowledge, I'm comparing this purification step with desire self or soul becoming to true self or soul by this purification process. Independency. Guruji says we have to be independent. I would like to share some treatment or working experiences on my spiritual path. In initial days, I used to think I'm doing prayers without understanding the meaning of the names, and my mind used to interpret, and sometimes I had the thought why Guruji is not explaining the meaning of the names and then asking us to do the prayer. Then I experienced with yoga teach prana treat. When we say prana treat, the treatment or working is happening automatically during prayer, and I have observed that cosmic breath is injected and cleanses the body, mind and soul. I would like to share Guruji's blessings on the treatment or working on my spiritual path. Physical field. Initial days, I used to do some yoga positions and mudras during prayers, which I can't do otherwise. And I understand that this was to make the physical body ready for Master Yoga. I always used to put my head down and pray initial days, as I can't sit straight and pray. And then slowly I was able to sit straight and pray. This is another step to make the body ready for Master Yoga. Another thing happened is that I had a slouching shoulder and slowly it disappeared. In last 2 years, I felt lot of treatment or working in my right eye and uterus also. In mental field, I used to get lots of thoughts and now it's reduced a lot. This I link it with our gentle prayer when we say working happening predominantly in our minds. And awareness and discipline has increased. Like other mediums, I have also experienced Guruji is a thought away. Also, to me, Guruji is God of compassion. Guruji, Master and God are one and the same. In yesterday's webinar, Goli Lakshmiya Garu also mentioned that Guru Bhasha is God's Bhasha, and Guruji can only pull anyone of lower self or Ajnani to become a master. Guru Darshanam is nothing but realization of the self, and everyone has to aim. Changes in life. Anbu also joined Master Yoga in May 2017. And I see we are all getting disciplined and regularized, and I see working happening in each one of us all the time. Initial days in the Astro group, whenever any yoga friends, when they complete the prayers, it motivates a lot and I start practicing the prayers. Nowadays, I'm happy that I am joining our 5 a.m. prayer, NMPL prayer. I want to share another experience when Guruji visited our home in Bangalore on February 14, 2018 and blessed us. That visit of Guruji gave us a lot of changes to become disciplined. I also realize now that I would have been enlightened more if I would have been more prayerful. And our next generation kids are blessed because they are introduced to Master Yoga at a very young age itself. And I see they are more aware and alertful of their mind working. Transformation in my work front. In professional front, Guruji blessed me to achieve the peak of my career in the last 2 years. I become most passionate about innovation in the last 2 years, and I was awarded for one of the leading inventors from my business group. I was also awarded with the most prestigious TMTS award in this year. This all because of Guruji's blessings. And I also observed that any new area exploration or any support that I need in my work, it is happening because of the pure blessing. Spiritual research. Guruji blessed me to attend the webinar. I wanted to attend the webinar, but I was thinking I'm not able to focus because I'm not understanding the language. The very same day, Guruji blessed me to listen webinar and mentioned that I will understand the language. And from then on, mostly during the webinars, I am in prayerful state till the end. This is Guruji's blessings to me. Through this 108 days webinar program, I realized that I must prioritize more time for prayers and be part of our Guruji's universal human evolution work. And I get a thought that prayer is life, life is prayer. I want to share my experiences with our yoga friends. My friend and colleague Koteshwar Rao introduced me to Guruji and Yogaalaya. I used to stay in Koteshwar Rao's home in my initial years. Then I started staying in Yogaalaya, and all of them are my friends. I always enjoy my stay with Lakshmi Garu, Bharati Aunty Garu, Kavita Garu, Rajalakshmi Garu, and others. I admire all our yoga friends for all their work, dedication, sincerity, and discipline. In one of the previous years, we had 9 days prayer on August month, and I stayed in Yogaalaya, and we visited VISWARSHI fields, and those 9 days were very refreshing and happy time, and I enjoyed. I want to take this opportunity to convey my heartfelt adoration to all my yoga friends, Shalaja Aunty, Rohini Aunty, Manjula Aunty, Shri Aunty, Bharati Aunty, Srilata Garu, Sublakshmi Garu, Divakar Uncle, Suresh Garu, and many others for their dedicated and deep study for each paper. And I feel blessed to receive all of their experience and knowledge. I would like to conclude the quote again. Life is a prayer, prayer is life. Masters Namaskaram. Guruji Namaskaram. I hand over to Anbu.
Yes, Ambu can start his presentation. Please unmute yourself, Ambu.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Masters Namaskaram, Guruji Namaskaram. All Namaskaram to all the friends of Yogaalaya and this meeting. So basically, relatively new to the whole experience, meditation experience, and hence I try to put in some slides wherein how I got introduced and what my experience is. So initially, my initial experience actually before coming into Yogaalaya. So these are all some of those challenges which I faced in my life, and it's basically all the time I had a something which I call busy mind. So I was not able to quite silence my mind. I had a lot of worldly distractions, and whatever tension which I had in my work. And I used to bring it to my, family life as well, which didn't, go well with the kids. And also the other things which I wanted to say were was not able to have focus and concentration. And also, more importantly, we didn't, I didn't have any much information on meditation and the power of meditation, and I didn't have the opportunity to read up on this any literature related to meditation as well. So these are all my initial days before coming into introduced to Guruji and Yogaalaya. So, what I wanted to say is, during 2012, so Malathi had joined Yogaalaya, and so I was observing her. Initially that journey didn't. There's something new to us, new to me, and by the end of 3 or 4 years, I saw a lot of change. I saw a lot of change in Malathi's, the way she was realizing her self-awareness, and she was more at peace, which before when compared to the past, and she was more giving, and so seeing all these changes, I thought, okay, let me try that for myself as well, the spiritual path. And that was the time in 2017 I had Guruji was kind enough to give me initiation, and so initially when I joined, I didn't I was just wanting to just follow that practices like Guruji was saying, Guruji was giving advices, and I didn't have any much a real big expectations. But then again, I wanted to just focus and concentrate on my meditation sessions. So as per Guruji's advice, I used to try to practice meditation at least 15 minutes a day in the morning and evening. And those were slightly difficult times when I was not able to, completely focus on what I wanted, from the meditation. There are a lot of thoughts which was not able to help me. So, but after coming to Yogaalaya for a couple of years, I understood. I saw those members are all praying in a disciplined way, doing all actions, whether it is even being the smallest things. Everything they did very well in a quite prayerful manner, and I can see the peace in their being. So I was very happy, and I also started reading more, books in terms of there's so many authors I used to study and pin a book, and also I started praying. I got more confidence, but still I wanted to stick to the routine of prayers, whatever happens. So I didn't want to, I want to stick to it. So that is what I thought was a bit new beginning for when compared to my previous life. So after after that, I started becoming more confident in when doing my prayer sessions, even though it was not as big. It's only 10-15 minutes. I slowly expanded to 20-25 minutes per time, 2 times a day. And I also whenever I came back from work, I used to here to practice 12,000 adjustments, and that sort of gave me some peace and confidence in when practicing those prayers. We also got our children introduced to Guruji and Yogaalaya, and that was a big moment for us because we didn't want to our children to take a long time in getting introduced to spirituality. So that we consider as a big moment for us. And I also faced more challenges as time went on. The fear and self-doubt also started coming when I was praying and even in my normal way. But definitely I was talking to Guruji and told him what I was feeling and all that, and he definitely gave a lot of advice. Was very kind and understanding. And so that's why I thought whether how to talk fully to Guruji and all that. But then again, he gave us confidence that everything is possible in life, and then we have to continuously pray and do all this, practice all the sessions. So even my anger management, my anger also got reduced slightly. I won't say that still I do have all these sort of things. I have not completely recovered. But then again, I'm trying to practice it, and I understand that it's not a one-day job. And like, if you practice meditation, it's a journey in life, and I will be definitely patient. I have the confidence that like I'm also enjoying it, so that is no hard and somebody's like forcing on us. So I also have the confidence that if any clarification or something, I can go to Guruji and ask for guidance. And next steps, which I thought, like, in the future, I wanted to live life very simply. Like, even if we have what are simple goals to achieve, like we have to go fully at it, do that without any procrastination, manage failures better, because that sometimes creates anger, and practice all the good principles in Guruji's book. And also, like, wanted to be present. Like, that is something which was missing before I started praying. But now slowly, I mean, like, and I can see a lot of difference in myself, which I can see, I'm more attentive, that's completely not there, but still I can see a large amount of difference. And I also wanted to consciously reduce my exposure to, like movies or other playful things, and instead, like, spend more time, opportunities to spend time with my family. And these are more like more of my experiences. But the past 2-3 years, like, since Corona came, like, we didn't have much interaction. And at least sessions, but I will consciously, Sundays with Saturday Sunday prayers. And I just, like, this is something like which I wanted to, like, which we wanted to do as a family. How can we, like, what should we do to have our children practice regular meditation? Right now they are doing it, but then again, we wanted them to be independent and understand that this is a practice which they will, which will help their future and nurture love, not only within themselves, but to the others, in the environment as such. And I don't know, like, how to make them read on meditation literature. Right now, these guys are reading more, children books, which I'm not saying no, but then again, we don't know how to encourage them to read on meditation and improve their knowledge. Okay, so that's all I have so far. That was my journey so far. And thanks for this opportunity. And, like, Masters, Namaskaram, Guruji, Namaskaram. Namaskaram to everybody. Thank you. And okay, now we will ask our children to give their session on path to winning.
Yes, Amutha and Arun, you can continue with your presentation.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Just 1 second. Namaskaram, Guruji. So, good evening to everyone. Today, I am going to tell some intercepts from the book Winner on the topic Our Path to Winning. So, your success is a reflection of your attitude. When you think I can't, you will not be able to do it. When you wish you could, you don't know how. When you think I might, you will want to. When you think you can, you might. When you think you will do it, then you can do it. When you think I did it, then you did it. So attitude is directly proportional to the change in success. Desire is the key to thinking. When the determination to win exists in life, life becomes a saga for victories. As the quote says, wake up with determination, go to bed with satisfaction. Here you see a businessman playing hopscotch, but it's not typically hopscotch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 represent the number of times he got rejected for job proposals. The first time he got rejected till the 7th. The 8th time, because of his determination to get a job, he succeeds. In the same way, when you have the determination to win, your life becomes a saga of victories. When you're learning a programming language for the first time, say C or C++ or Java, at first it is really hard. But when you finish learning the language and you go to the next language, it becomes very easy. So this is one example. Team collaboration are the first steps to victory. Acronym TEAM. Together, everyone achieves more. Ants. Ants are the most common team collaborators. The school of ants is a metaphor from the book of Proverbs, and I created an acronym. Anticipate. This means being ready to act, to decipher, and to initiate. Ants always are anticipating the winter. That is, they store the grains to survive throughout the winter. So we are to anticipate our obstacles by preparing regularly. Navigation. This speaks to having a sense of direction. We are to know where our goals are and we are to travel towards the direction of our goals. Tirelessness. This is the ability to work and execute relentlessly. We have to keep working hard until we succeed. Social. This is about interacting, engaging, and participating within groups by design. Team collaborators are the first steps to victory. Is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn. Helen Keller. Successful people do not take obstacles as a demotivation, unlike unsuccessful people who take obstacles as demotivation. They give in and give up. Thomas Alva Edison failed 1,000 times while inventing the light bulb. 12 publishers rejected J.K. Rowling's book about a boy wizard before a small London house picked up the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Thomas Edison's teachers said that he was too stupid to learn anything. He was fired from his first 2 jobs for being non-productive. As an inventor, Edison made 1,000 unsuccessful attempts at inventing the light bulb. When a reporter asked, how did it feel to fail 1,000 times? Edison replied, I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. So please take failures as motivators. Procrastination, delay in success. Here I have represented an image of procrastination, a nation. This consists of playing solitaire cards during our free time by killing time, range of excuses like there are as tall as mountains when we say that we don't have time. Game zone, the entertainment and the game industry. Napland, some people love taking naps. Snack sector, some people are crazy foodies. Surf side, in this generation, people love to surf YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Doodle districts are like doodling. So procrastination means to delay in success. When you procrastinate, you are delaying your success. Imitation leads to destruction of inner self. In this picture, the little boy is imitating his father by sticking his tongue out. Imitation leads to a typecast personality and you destroy your natural persona. Lack of continuous effort, lagging, and we fall into a clutch of fear. This is very common among students. It's called as exam fear, exam stress, etc. When our parents push us to get 99%, 100%, we have less time to prepare, and peer pressure leads us to fall into a clutch of fear. Success is not momentary. Feeling of reaching the goal of victory with one success is the first step towards defeat. Self-training and character building are the real assets in one's life. Wealth does not get carried away to the deathbed, but your reputation and your character gets carried away. Trustworthiness, respect, honesty, responsibility, fairness, caring, citizenship. These are the important characters that are the pillars of a building, the pillars of the human society. You can see in this picture that the emperor or the businessman is coming down to shake the hands of the people who are standing down. This shows his humility. So humility is one of the base of success. Time is ever changing. Living in the present is very important. Preparation depends on observation. Expectation and confidence building depends on preparation. The more well you prepare, the better your expectation and confidence building is. If you are expecting a dream college and a dream career, then your preparation must be equally good. Dissatisfaction, stress, strain, jealousy, hatred, they all impede success. A successful person always admires successful people to bring the concept to serve in their life, whereas unsuccessful people envy others' success and they criticize others' success. So it is always important to be happy for other people, because happiness is achieved only when everyone is happy. Following somebody is hard work. Proceeding in your own way is smart work. Here you see many gentlemen are pushing a cubicle box. However, the fourth man is making his box into a spherical ball so that he can roll it. So working hard is equally important, but working intelligent is more important. To see things in the right perspective is known as mindfulness. For the mind to expand, the horizon of thoughts should stretch out. Awareness through mindfulness helps us to be free of weaknesses and strengths. Being attentive helps us to attain goals. That is, clarity leads to certainty. A boat without a sail is like a goal without a direction. Be in the present and living at the moment with consciousness is very important. To succeed, you need tremendous willpower. I learned to play the keyboard after I learned the majors and the minors, or the basics. And I was overjoyed and I was drifted away by my success, whereas the real learning hadn't even started. So you have to learn to celebrate victory only when the ultimate goal, or when I, in this scenario, playing the keyboard is achieved. Confident students are able to perform better under pressure than underconfident students. Resilience, rooted in confidence, allows students to rebound during tough situations. Successful people, even in the eyes of the storm, always remain calm and they know what to do. So strategy and planning is very important. Quotes that are very influencing from the Winner book. Success becomes difficult when the mind is filled with worldly emotions. Practice makes one energetic and builds up hope. Happiness is not a destination but a journey. Days should be celebrated when responsibilities are taken. Everything we need to be a happy person is within us. With this, I would like to conclude my presentation by telling that my journey with Guruji and all my Yogaalaya friends has been an excellent one, and I wish to continue it in the coming years. Thank you.
Good evening to everyone present here. Masters, Namaskaram, Namaskaram Guruji. Today I would like to summarize the main points from chapters 12 to 16 in the Winner book. This book is dedicated to APJ Abdul Kalam and is written by Dr. Vasili. So in chapter 12, that is times present need to be meaningful. The main points which I noted down is, the first point is our points and every work that we do is prompted by ourselves. The best example for this point is we ourselves, as we know that our brain functions according to our will, and so does all the actions performed by us. So that is why these actions are called voluntary actions. The second point is, my stepping forward, we will find some distance has been covered already. So this point signifies that each and every step has a value. And as the saying goes, even a mighty ocean is made up of little drops. A person can be called intellectual only when he is free from fear. This point shows that a person can only be called smart if he is free from fear. Many students fail in the face of exams because of this one reason, fear. So when a man overcomes fear, he is far more intellectual than other beings. Anxiety is a powerful weapon, and it is our own anxiety that projects as good or bad. So here, when a man controls anxiety, it's his most powerful weapon. But when anxiety controls him, then he will turn out to be a dud. Because the people who control anxiety will do miraculous wonders, but the people who are controlled by anxiety will turn out to be duds. So the last point is, people who concentrate their mind on the present moment are meaningful and sensible people. Only the people who concentrate on now, so that means in this present moment, will be allowed to understand the future. As the great Buddha once said, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. The 13th chapter, expand in the right paths. The first point under this chapter is that being proud with self-esteem or ego and feeling that we are always correct makes our personality impure. As many people would like to call themselves the great or the good, even these words will spur ego in them. This is not good for the overall development of the human being or his personality. And this will only hold him back from becoming a pure soul. The second point is, false indication means a wrong assessment of the self. Either overestimating or underestimating oneself are both not good, and it will lead to neither our intellect nor our personality to grow. The second point signifies that when a person is acting like something which he is not, then he is not going to grow intellectually, or his personality is going to grow. So if a person overestimates himself and thinks of himself as a superiorly great person, then he's not going to grow. But if at the same time he underestimates himself and thinks that he cannot achieve anything, then he cannot grow. So he has to be in a state of medium state where he can understand both superiority and inferiority, but he should not succumb to either. So the third point is, to become transparent, one must let go of all worldly attractions, and only then will you have a chance at a purified personality. So according to the third point, if you have to be a purified soul or you have to have a purified personality, then you must be transparent and should not hide anything, or should not let the ego get the best of you, so that you act in a way where people cannot understand you. You should tell everything openly and should be direct. The 14th chapter, awareness leads to change. So in this chapter, the first point is, daydreaming is never a good thing as it risks one's life. And at the same time, being awake without observation and taking life only as a mere observation is a waste. So here in this point, when somebody is not in the present moment and is daydreaming, that is only going to be his own loss, because nobody is going to come to him and ask why he's daydreaming. And he will also lose valuable time, which he can utilize to do something else. The second point, The change from endarkenment to enlightenment and mindlessness to mindfulness is very important in the development of the personality. When one comes out of endarkenment and goes into enlightenment, then he gets a new spur of knowledge, which he can use to understand many things which are beyond his capability. So this is very essential for the development of one's personality. The third point is that if a personality becomes a purified one, when we change our opinion and become more attentive and achieve maturity in personal development, a gradual shift makes the bond more transparent. So they're telling that change is inevitable and change is constant. Because if you want to become a purified soul, so you have to change some of your ways and mend some of your ways. So this change will help you become more transparent to everyone and will also give your personality some development. The 15th chapter, let pointing fingers unfold our flag of victory. In this chapter, the first point is that we feel happy when others make a mistake, but feel bitter at our own mistakes. This world is made up of two types of people. One who celebrate everyone's victory and the other who only celebrates their victory. So this is not right if you celebrate your victory, but when the other wins, you should also equally celebrate his victory and not tell him that I should have been there or give some rude comments, as this further boosts your ego. And the second point is a lack of self-control makes one point others for his mistakes, and pointing others for your own mistake does not help you evade your own mistakes. When you point others for your mistakes and tell that he was responsible for this or that, you should always remember that the other three fingers are pointing at you. So you should not point others for your mistakes. Instead, you should look into them and correct it. And the last point is that when somebody points a finger at another person, it is due to their inferiority complex, and them pointing fingers cannot steal your personal success from you. So we should always hold our head high before our mind and personality in the course of our journey towards victory. As if somebody is criticizing you that it was because of you that you have lost or they have lost, then that is just their own inferiority complex, and they just know the truth but do not want to blame themselves for it because they feel comfortable blaming it on you. But you should not succumb to this or fall into this trap. Instead, you should think of the things you have done, and if there is truly a mistake on your side, then you have to correct it. Otherwise, you should hold your high before your mind and personality in the course of journey towards victory, as this will become an inspiration to you. Thank you, Master. Namaskar.
Excellent job, Amutha and Arun. Very good. You have done a great job. And I get inspired by seeing you in Yogaalaya also. So you sit continuously in the conference calls when you come. You sit beside your parents continuously, pin drop silence. So I feel how can they sit this much time in the prayers, because elder people, we also can't sit that much time, but you sit silently for that many hours, and even though other children are playing down, you don't go one time also. That is what my observation with both of you. So very good, the discipline and the commitment. I don't know how I think your parents will tell you or not, I don't know, don't go out or that, but that is a good job I observed in you. Very good, go ahead like that. And the points you covered are very good. Attitude, team collaboration, all those procrastination, very good points you covered. So good job. I think next gen children are there here. Gayatri, Jagruti, Nihari. So please share your opinions or thoughts, your feelings in Amutha and Arun's presentation. After that, our generation will cover all the points. Okay, first chance to next generation children. Yes, you can carry on with your experiences. Jagruti, Gayatri, Nihari, Siddhu.
Good evening, everyone.
Jagruti, please on your camera also, Nana.
ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆంటీ.
హార్జెంటల్ గా పెట్టు నాన్న, జాగృతి హార్జెంటల్ గా పెట్టు. Yes, carry on.
The points I like the most about your both presentation is you put a quote, right? Wake up in determination and go to bed with satisfaction. I really like that because even I try to do that sometimes, but I can't, not always. And I also like the acronym you made, and anticipate, navigation, tirelessness, and social goals. That was really good. And successful people don't take obstacles as failures. Limitation leads to destruction of inner self. Observation, preparation, and expectation and confidence building. Every work that we do is prompted by ourselves. Our own anxiety is that projects us if we are good or bad. Change from enlightenment to enlightenment and mindlessness to mindfulness is very important in development of personality. These are the points I like the most about your presentation, and you did really good. Thank you.
Welcome.
Very good, Jagruti. Next, Gayatri. Gayatri, are you ready? Or else Nihari, don't waste time. Quick. We are also waiting to share. We are also eagerly waiting. Aunties are also eagerly waiting to share. So please, Nihari, you can tell. Yeah.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. ముందుగా అముద చెప్పిన దాంట్లో నాకు వేకప్ విత్ డిటర్మినేషన్ అండ్ గో టు బెడ్ విత్ సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్, అది ఆ సెంటెన్స్ చాలా బాగా నచ్చింది. మనం ఎప్పుడైనా దేన్నైనా ఒక అనుకోని దాన్ని కంప్లీట్ చేస్తే ఆ సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్ అనేది చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉంటుంది. అప్పుడు మనకి నిద్ర మంచిగా ఉంటుంది. సో అలా మనం ఏదైనా పని చేస్తే అది పూర్తిగా సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్ ఉంటే చాలా బాగుంటుంది. అండ్ సక్సెస్ బికమ్ డిఫికల్ట్ వెన్ ద మైండ్ ఈస్ ఫుల్డ్ ఆఫ్ వరల్డ్లీ ఎమోషన్స్. అంటే మనం ఏదైనా పని చేసేటప్పుడు ఎప్పుడు కానీ దేనిపైన కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ అనేది దేనిపైనకి జరగదు. జరిగితే ఆ పని కరెక్ట్ గా జరగదు. మనం రాసుకోవడానికి కూర్చొని సాంగ్స్ కానీ లేకపోతే వేరే దాని గురించి ఆలోచిస్తే కనుక మనకి రాసేది అది కరెక్ట్ గా రాదు. సో దేని గురించి ఆలోచించేటప్పుడు కరెక్ట్ గా దానిపైనే కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ పెట్టాలి, ఇంకా దేనికి అట్రాక్ట్ కావద్దు అని ఇది ఒకటి బాగా అర్థమైంది. అండ్ అరుణ్ కూడా దీని గురించి చెప్పారు. టు బికమ్ ట్రాన్స్పరెంట్, one must let go all of the worldly attraction and only then he will have a change at a purified personality. అంటే ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పినట్టుగానే కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ అనేది ఎప్పుడు అసలు జరగకూడదు ఒక పని పై నుంచి. ఒకవేళ జరిగితే అది ఆ పని కరెక్ట్ గా రాదు. ఇవి నాకు చాలా బాగా నచ్చాయి. అండ్ నేను కరెక్ట్ గా వినలేదు, నాకు ఎఫ్ఎన్స్ రాసుకునేది ఉంది. సో నేను కొంచెం ఎఫ్ఎన్స్ వాటి పైన బిజీగా ఉండి కరెక్ట్ గా ఏది వినలేదు. కానీ నేను విన్న దాంట్లో మాత్రము ఇవి నాకు చాలా బాగా నచ్చాయి. థ్యాంక్ యూ. యూ డిడ్ ఏ గ్రేట్ జాబ్ అరుణ నమ్ముదా. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Good, Nihari. Next, Sidhu and Gayatri. Anyone quickly on your cameras and mic and share it. Yes, Gayatri. Continue.
Good evening. I listened to both of your speeches and you spoke very well. And these are the points I like most from what both of you said. And what Amutha said, when you have the determination to win, life becomes a saga of victories. I feel like so often we expect to win, but then I don't really have the will to do that. So this is very important to me. And success is not momentary. And everything we need to be a happy person is within us. This is also a very important point for me and for most of the people, I believe. Because we expect great things to become happy, and we feel like we'll only be happy if something big happens to us. But then we have to realize that everything we need to be happy is within us. That's what he said. And in what Arun said, this is the only point I really like a lot. By stepping forward, we will find some distance has already been covered. I procrastinate a lot, so I just sort of don't do it thinking of how much I have to do. So this is very important. So thank you so much, both of you, for speaking very well and for what you said.
Thank you.
Gayatri. So next, Pavni, is Sidhu there? Okay, Migata members and they can share their opinions or మిగతా అందరూ యోగ మిత్రులు అందరూ వారి ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్ షేర్ చేసుకోండి.
మాస్టర్ నమస్కారం, లత నమస్కారం. మాలతి అన్బు గారికి అభినందనలు. ఈరోజు వాళ్ళ ఫ్యామిలీ మొత్తం పాల్గొనడం మా వెబినార్ లో చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ టైం ది హోల్ ఫ్యామిలీ పార్టిసిపేట్స్ ఇన్ ది వెబినార్. ఫస్ట్ టైం. ది గ్రేట్ గోస్ టు యూ. కాబట్టి ఫస్ట్ అంటే దంపతులుగా చెప్పారు, పిల్లలుగా చెప్పారు, కానీ whole family is participating in this webinar is the first credit goes to you. Thank you very much. But your experience and also your thoughts, నేను తెలుగులోనే మాట్లాడతాను. నాకు ఇంగ్లీష్లో అంత ఫ్లూయెన్సీగా రాదు, తెలుగులోనే మాట్లాడతాను. మాలతి ఫస్ట్ నుంచి కూడా యోగాలో చాలా సిన్సియర్గా పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తుంది. తను ఒక్క నిమిషం కూడా వేస్ట్ చేయకుండా క్లాస్కి వచ్చినప్పటి నుంచి కూడా ప్రతి ఒక్క విషయాన్ని కూడా సిన్సియర్గా పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తుంది, సిన్సియర్గా రిసీవ్ చేసుకుంటుంది. దీన్ని కూడా వర్కింగ్ను గమనిస్తుంది. తనలో ఏం వర్కింగ్ జరుగుతోందో అన్నటువంటి విషయాన్ని తను గమనిస్తుంది. ఒక్క సెషన్ కూడా తను మిస్ కాదు కావడానికి తను ప్రయత్నించదు. అంటే యోగా అంటే అంత గొప్ప విశ్వాసం తనకి, గురువు గారి పైన అంత భక్తి. అందుకే ఆమె తను చెప్పింది ప్యూర్ లవ్, డిసిప్లిన్ అండ్ ట్రూత్ఫుల్నెస్ అండ్ ట్రాన్స్పరెన్సీ. తను దీంట్లో పొందినటువంటి ఆ 4 గుణాలు కూడా చాలా హైలైట్ అయినట్టు. తర్వాత దాన్ని తను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసుకుంటా వచ్చింది, ఆ ట్రాన్స్పరెన్సీ అనేది ఎలా ఉండాలి. తర్వాత ఈ ప్రాక్టీస్ ప్యూర్ లో ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసినప్పుడు ఒక్కొక్క దీంట్లో ఎలా ఒక్కొక్క రౌండ్ లో గురువు గారు ఎలా చేయించారు అన్నది చెప్పడం చాలా గొప్పగా ఉంది అని చెప్పింది. తర్వాత ఈ గురువు ఈజ్ ఏ గాడ్ ఆఫ్ కంపాషన్, ఈజ్ ఏ వెరీ గుడ్ వర్డ్, వర్త్ఫుల్ వర్డ్. దట్ ఈస్ ట్రూ. గురు ఈజ్ గాడ్ ఆఫ్ కంపాషన్ అండ్ రియలైజేషన్ ఈస్ గురు దర్శన్. ఎప్పుడైతే మనలో మనకు రియలైజేషన్ వచ్చి మనం దాన్ని ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసుకుంటూ పోతాము, దట్ ఈస్ ద గురు దర్శన్. రియలైజేషన్, దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ గుడ్ వర్డ్ మాలతి. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్ అండ్ ఆల్సో థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ టు యూ. తర్వాత అన్బు గారు చెప్తూ తను ఉన్నటువంటి ముందున్నటువంటి పొజిషన్, తను ఎలా ఉన్నారు, బిజీ మైండ్, తర్వాత challenges facing, less focusing and concentrate, lack of awareness on meditation. అంటే అవేర్నెస్ అనేది ఇలా ఉన్న పరిస్థితిలో ఆయన అక్కడ ఉండి అక్కడ తన జర్నీ బిగిన్స్ చేశారు. రియలైజేషన్, న్యూ థాట్, మెడిటేషన్ ఈజ్ ఏ జర్నీ అండ్ బీ పేషెన్స్ అండ్ ఎంజాయ్ ఇట్. ఆ జర్నీ స్టార్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత హీ ఫీల్స్ ఎంజాయ్ ఎలాట్. లైఫ్ ఇస్ సింపుల్ అయిపోయింది. బీ ప్రెసెంట్, ప్రాక్టీస్ మెడిటేషన్, డూ ప్రేయర్స్, హోల్ ఫ్యామిలీ. వాళ్ళకి వచ్చినట్టు మార్పు ఏమిటంటే అందరూ కలిసి ప్రేయర్ చేస్తారు. ది హోల్ ఫ్యామిలీ ఈస్ డూయింగ్ meditation in they are participate whole family in meditation. That is very good quality of yours. And ఇంకా పిల్లల విషయానికి వస్తే వాళ్ళు ఆల్రెడీ వాళ్ళ స్పీచ్ విన్నాము. విన్నర్స్ గురువు గారు ఇచ్చినటువంటి వాళ్ళ టార్గెట్ అయితే ఏదైతే ఉందో వాళ్ళు మోస్ట్ గా వాళ్ళు విన్ అయినట్టే అనిపిస్తుంది. ఎందుకంటే దే స్వాలోయింగ్ దట్ విన్నర్ బుక్. Each and every point they swallowing themselves. Okay, thank you very much once again.
Thank you.
నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకెవరైనా షేర్ చేస్తారా?
లత,
శైలజ ఆంటీ చెప్తారు, శైలజ గారు చెప్తారు తర్వాత.
ఓకే
చెప్పు Malathi, congratulations. Like you, Malathi, your talk is also simple and excellent. Your family's talk is simple and excellent. Namaskaram, both of you. And you have told very nice things, and which you are following, you told, I feel it. And coming to Yogaalaya, your life is being disciplined, and with pin drop silence, you are all maintained pin drop silence in the hall and in yourself also. Yes, it is to be clearly seen. Silence in heart, and you have told so many things: truthfulness, transparency, desire with the grace of Guru. When the thoughts are all pure, we will become transparent, and we have to be independent. You told cosmic breath is injected, and that cleans the body, mind, and soul. It's also a very good point. And you told about prayer is life and life is prayer. It's very good point. Yes, prayer is life and life is prayer. And congratulations for your BMTS. That very nice. It is a new start. No? Differentiate between wants and needs. You know all the wants and needs. And our path to winning. Wake up with determination. Team collaboration. Together, everyone achieves more. With team collaboration, we can achieve more, you told. And your baby told, I think, training. We have got very good training with you. And with you and Guru also. By Guru's place, all you are blessed with Guru.
Yes, Sandhya, you can tell. Sandhya చెప్పొచ్చు.
లత, వినిపిస్తుందా?
వినిపిస్తుంది సంధ్య.
ఈరోజు today's presentation, both Malathis and Ambu's and his son and daughter is very nice presentation so far, family presentation. And that Malathi's word that life is prayer, prayer is life is the heart touching point to me today. I always స్ట్రిక్ టు ద ప్రేయర్ అని నాకు బాగా ఇంకోసారి అనిపించింది. Malathi, thank you for your quote, nice quote, and your kids are done wonderful job. Thank you.
Thank you.
What happened? You sit on that.
ఇంకెవరైనా చెప్తారా? సుబ్బు.
I think it's time for me.
ఓకే.
First of all, let me, just today's our President Lakshmi Garu, he sent a message in VISWARSHI Webinars group. Congrats and best wishes to you and all having experiences with Guruji and Yogaalaya. You all shared your depth feeling and how your inner self attached to Guruji and who you reduced worldly distractions and increased awareness and meditation. This is for Anbu and Malathi. And whereas his message to the Arun and Amutha, you came to a good winning path and reduced thoughts and became disciplined. This is the message left at 8:05. He was with us for half an hour.
Thank you. Thank you.
And okay, when it comes to me, thanks for the family pack on this 108 days webinar. Congratulations and wishes and blesses to your family for okay. First, let me say something about Malathi's presentation. See, she started with the discipline in Yogaalaya and the impact of discipline on your family, particularly with Malathi. Then the importance of pure love. Then about the truthfulness and transparency, independency. These are the subjects covered by Malathi, and somewhat on treatments at Yogaalaya and how she was cured. These are the things. At last, what she was saying is prayer is life and life is prayer. That is the most important thing, because we can't divide them into two. That is the most important thing. And yes, when Malathi says about, her beginning days, she was somewhat fearful and unstable and so many things. Those are the psychological factors. And yes, it took some time to come out of those things. I think maybe 2 to 3 years. But then she started realizing what she was. That's the best part of, that's what the meditation gives you. What meditation gives you means it realizes what you are. That is the most important thing. So, and about her moments in Yogaalaya and with other yoga friends, and how she wants to transform. That is also one more thing. And she used the one word like the spiritual research. Yes, we should be in spiritual research always. That is one thing. So anyhow, Malathi, I think now you are not that much emotional in life. You came out from that phase, I think so. And that, now you have fearlessness. Even you came out of the, so always, be always confident. And you have to keep in mind that, we are not inferior to anyone, and at the same time, we are not superior to anyone. This is the most important thing what everyone has to keep in mind. See, don't feel that superior or maybe feel inferior also. This is what we need in yogic life, and that's what the sadhana what we need. Whereas when it comes to Anbu, what Anbu said is, in the beginning days, maybe in the years of 2017, by that time, he was totally busy with his professional life, and his more concentration is on work. So even when he comes to Yogaalaya also, he'll be with the laptop instead of his hands on lap. So that's what I observed. So that's what happened. Anyhow, see that's a challenge what we faced, and that's good too, because you realize what life is and what the family life is, what is the meditation life and professional life, and now you have that boundaries for each. So that's very good thing, and now. You cross those borders, I think. So almost maybe I think not, I don't want to say like 100%. You cross almost 75% of those boundaries. So that's very good thing. And, the transformation took place in your life is also, it's a slow and steady one. So that's what your nature too, isn't it?
Correct.
So, your life coincides with your nature. That's the plus point for always, that's the one thing. And you mentioned about the 12,000 adjustments, you constantly followed and sadhana. So because of the 12,000 adjustments, I think so many, good things happen in your life, and that's where you find peace in your life, in the family life, or maybe at some extent in the workplace, isn't it? That's what happened. Then at the last, you opened up your inner feelings. You are saying that of course, your moments with your spouse and with the kids. That's one way, and you realize what's your responsibility in the family life, being a father, isn't it? That's also one thing. And that you are not concentrating much on your kids, whereas Malathi spouse is concentrating on them, and now you want to involve in that part also.
Correct.
That's also a very good thing. And yes, you are saying about they are reading the books, other books, that scientific books, or maybe other literature. That's very good. One thing, at least reading habit. So, because what you expressed is that they are not reading that yoga literature or the spiritual literature, because that's not their mistake, because we don't have that much of literature pertaining to the children's phase. So what we have to do is we have to make a small books like with easy literature to the children. Maybe that's the one thing what we have, the Yogaalaya has to think of in the future, in the near future, making like small books for the kids, like the cartoon books or other books, what's happening. So, definitely I will take this into my mind, and we will put it in our Yogaalaya, media center, that about, getting books for the kids, like our different age groups. But that's what we want to say.
Correct.
That spiritual literature is not so easy to reach kids. But we can make it. We can make a trial of that one. That we will do it. We'll do it definitely. Maybe let us come out with in the next year, at least with a small book about the guidelines for the what we can say about the secrets of sadhana and meditation and other things. We can make it like a small book, and let's. But I am asking everyone to keep in your mind that you try to collect some pictures. Which inspires them in the spiritual path. That is the most important thing. So let's see what best we can do. And I think definitely I will concentrate on this one and see that we are coming out a publication for the children in the year 2023. Okay.
Thanks.
I think that we can do. That's the promise I am giving to all the kids on behalf of Yogaalaya.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anbu. because you opened up, that's so it made us clear what we have to do in the future, near future. Thank you, Anbu, for this one.
Yeah.
And Amutha, yeah, I had seen your success story and success slides. Not, I have seen your success slides. That's good presentation. That's the scientific presentation, and how you're inclined with, the recent technology, what you are doing with the science, and the nice presentation. And actually, I wondered because you have your own way of slides, and Arun has his own way of slides. That is the good thing. And actually, this inspired me. I don't know whether this you chose it from the Winner book or not. Wake up with determination and go to bed with satisfaction. That's what we have to do. See, with the determination, how many we are doing that one? No? See, just simply we woke up and we'll be rushing towards day-to-day activities and going to school and come back and reading books or doing homework. This is what happening. So at the end of the day, are we satisfied? We have to put the question, That's what I say. If you want to write diary means you need your own words, your own thoughts, not like, it's not like a timetable putting on the diary. Okay. So always, so when that's possible means if you are satisfied with the day activity, and if you are in that day, then you will have a peaceful sleep and a satisfied sleep, and where you will be more joyful on that day. You woke up with joyfulness in the morning. So that satisfaction leads you for that joyfulness. This is what we have to keep in mind. And this also attracted me. I know you said about that ants, ANTS, whereas anticipate, navigation, tireless, and social. This is what particularly the students, we are all the students and going to the school, and you have to think of this one. What should be your anticipation? How you want to navigate your day or your activities, and how you have to work with without tirelessness, with tirelessness, and your social behavior, social activities means with your neighborhood, with your friends, with your family, or whatever may be, and the activity going in your mind. That is also most important thing. That is the most important thing. You have to, you have to implement what's going on in your mind. That is this. You keep it in your mind always. Then, yes, all the kids, you have to, you people will be simply postponing the things like, if you want to do something now, you're posting to maybe like in the evening, from morning to evening, you'll postpone it, or from today to tomorrow, that tomorrow goes to the next week or maybe to the next month too. So this is what, whenever you are trying to postpone the things means you are under procrastination. That is the most important thing. See, we don't know. We will be thinking that, okay, we are thinking that just I am postponing this work today. Or maybe if you are doing continuously the postponement in so many ways, that's what, there we can decide, that you are the personality of procrastination. Don't fall into the category, because procrastination, no postponement. Why we have to postpone? Do it today itself. Just sleep. Postpone your sleep for another 1 hour. No problem. Not your work. This is not only for the kids, this is for everyone, even the elders too. So this is very good. And one more thing, what Amutha said is, the imitation. What happens with the imitation? Okay, we will be simply following maybe you will follow your classmate, maybe you will be following your cousin, or maybe you are following with your imitating your neighbor, or maybe someone else, because that attracts you. Maybe the hairstyle, maybe the way of dressing, and maybe how their accent and other things. But what happens because of imitation? We lose our identity. That is the most important thing. So don't lose your identity. So that's what you said, this, what you said is destruction. It destroys you. It destroys your personality. It destroys your whole life. That you have to keep it in mind always. So imitation, yes, we need imitation. You can imitate in the initial days, not always. Imitate for up to the certain level and then leave that imitation there itself and follow your own. You have to create your own world. You have to create your own way of doing things, and you have to create your own way of being thinking. Even thinking also, thinking itself is a creation. So be creator always. And the one is what we said, the clutch of fear, that's what I would like that one. Okay. So other things, what you said is living in the present is very important. Work hard, work intelligently. This is also mostly. So many people, particularly the students who are going to school, they work hard, but they are not doing it intelligently. So intelligent living, intelligent working is most important thing. So there is no necessity of working, like hours together. If you work intelligently, that can be finished in an hour or two. That's you have to keep in mind. So concentrate, be in that work and do it. Then that will be you won't have any stress and you are doing it in a faster way and intelligently. Yes, and the last one, when Amutha was saying that about the tremendous willpower, the stress given on those words, I like that one very well, that expression, that accent. That I like very much. Amutha, congratulations. Then Arun, when it comes to you, you defined what is intellectuality. Intellectual means you said that free from fear. The free from fear itself is intellectuality. Yeah, that's that simple explanation. I like very much. Then what happens if we'll be in the present moment? That's what you said, So if we'll be in the present moment, what will happen? That shows your meaningful and sensibility, isn't it? So how you are doing everything in a meaningful way and how you are sensible. That shows you are in this moment. That is this present moment. And again, another one what we said about is expand in the right path. This is a very good the words are what I can say, a small sentence or what this is very good one. And we have to every one of us, we have to expand always we have to expand what we are doing in the prayer. We will say that time expand same thing like we have to expand. How we have to expand means yes, you have to take it off that impurity. We should be away from the impurity, and we should be away from the wrong assessments, and we should be away from the worldly attractions. This is this is the formula what you had given, and this is the definition what you had given. Yes, always from youngsters to olders, this we have to underline in our life that we have to be away from the impurity, and we should be away from the wrong assessments and the world attractions. I like this one, this presentation. And so, Amutha, Arun, congratulations and best wishes and master's blessings to you. Anbu and Malathi, continue your journey.
Thanks, Guruji.
And, be always in the family and be always like a family persons. That's what my wish, for everyone. Being parents, what we have to do is we should be, it's our responsibility, and we have to give that freedom for them. And we should be always the family persons. Maybe you can work hard or you may have many friends or whatever may be thing, First, the family is the right place for us. And don't waste the time with unnecessary things and even unnecessary involvement with the relatives or in the friend circle, whatever may be. So always be away from the unnecessaries and be with the family and be happy. And so this is what then you will be the blessed and blessed personalities. Thank you
Thanks.
for your presentation, and well done. And definitely, what's the family pack? The presentations you have given, all the four of you. Generally, it's for our webinars, it's a history. You opened that page. Thank you very much once again, and Master's blessings to you all. Thank you.
Thanks, Guruji.
All the points are covered. So and everybody liked the same point. I also liked. Prayer is life. Life is prayer. So that is the very good. So what we need to implement each and every minute in our lives. That is the most important one. So Master's blessings to Amutha and Arun, to everyone. So thank you very much, Malathi and your family, entire family. Masters, namaskar.